say the worst draft pick in the league?
This kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking
You
wise
think?
as this one stays a 6-0 game.
I think he's better than anyone the Rams got. And he's probably better than anyone the Bears got now.
This is fielded at the goal line.
He's better than anyone the Saints got.
To the 25-yard line.
Okay, well he's better than anyone the 49ers.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
My boy.
It's a one-play drive last time. We'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown.
Well, look at the bright side.
Shane Vereen, 35 yards.
At least Conehead's in the room with you.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well.
God damn, my kicks are sucking. Who's my kicker?
Oh, without a doubt, you need that difference maker. Plug in the
Piece of shit.
Short kick here, fielded about the 17.
He's a fat guy. I think I got James
Just
Kowski.
shy of the 30-yard line.
I don't even know if that is my kicker. I think that might be my.
They come up in an offset eye. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that.
Is that the 96 Peterson?
His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him.
Oh, yeah, you still got the same thing.
What they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level.
You ain't a bitch like me.
When you're not allowed to climb,
you like the old. In with the old, out with the old.
Look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now it's Adrian Peterson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
I am shocked that they would go for it there. Talk about a gutty call. But that's all about having faith in your offensive line, and they come through there on 4th down.
And I got a reptile dysfunction.
First and 10 now.
How was I born with that? Maybe David Small could help.
Breeze. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't
it?
It's
What?
kind of different driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? That's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some
Would
time
you want your Lions
Tennessee
to trade for Richard Sherman?
Plenty of family back there. God love them.
You already know. You already know what they want. First round pick.
The game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does. And that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit. Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely
You know, you would be saying that, Joe.
Now Breeze.
Can't allow me anymore. You would miss him.
That one good for 21 yards. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Breeze now on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route.
Why doesn't 12-7 ever go on undisputed?
Crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Him and Skip Bayless are friends, right?
The receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone, sometimes you're throwing it between the zones, sometimes the receiver's going to just come find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
I got my real head coach. I never see your head coach ever. I never see your head coach.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Lee's got it over the middle. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag.
Bill Belichick needs to stop being money grabbing bitch and join Madden. Then we don't have some fake.
Again, it's Breeze. That's caught at the 1. And he takes this one in for a Lions.
Although he used to be in a long time ago, though.
Benjamin Watson from 8 yards out.
He used to be in the early Madden.
A one-score game. And he puts it through. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score.
He doesn't like to associate with people.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Yeah.
And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And up now come the Cowboys.
Randall Cobb's like, Darius Slay, you suck.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Off the play fake, Mariota. And this one complete to Virgin Green. Down he'll go at the 25. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a third down and 5 to start things out. Still in search of the first down after that last completion.
Third and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Throwing is Mariota. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
But they're certainly being aggressive here. It's like being a sprinter in a 100-meter dash, exploding out of the blocks, trying to push the ball downfield. Guaranteed this defense better be on their toe.
And now a whistle and a timeout call by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this
Tell Conehead he's come to my house.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
I don't know either.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mario.
Oh, I know my address.
And this is so certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football.
God, I want to go to a fucking. I want to go to a fucking retirement home with a staircase and push a motherfucker down the stairs.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about.
Well,
they scored the last time.
the ones that I pushed.
Looks like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack.
I'm going to push Shuey down the stairs.
You've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
He also thinks Matthew Stafford's a bitch. You know that?
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught.
Oh, I like you're going
to
beat
have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Well, we're used to
I wonder who's going to get mad and cover this year.
Double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about
and
that.
And he went backwards.
And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon. There are so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the back.
What the fuck? He just stood there.
End zone touchdown, Detroit. Marquise Lee, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have tied it if they hit the extra point.
Oh, I got the jump. Too.
And this one through the uprights.
This game's gonna be good. The streamers are gonna be like, damn, daddy. I do get a lot of people that watch once in a while.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
10.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complimentary football?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Yeah, man, got my brain in motion.
For a loss of 8 yards.
So dark's up too. And my Tom Brady trout run here.
2 minutes to go here in the first half.
I could have picked a candidate or Aaron Rodgers, but they were lower rated. Aaron Rodgers sucks on Madden.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Being chased out left. Green with a catch left side.
What?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Gain of 32 that time. That's the type
I practice my deep loading skills.
Marcus Mariota on the run. You don't know whether he's going to take it downfield or throw the footballs we just saw there. And boy, was he accurate with that one.
And you know, the Oregon coaches offered him a scholarship without ever seeing him start a game. As they saw him in camp, they saw plays like that, offered him.
He didn't start very much in high school, but he started a lot once he got to Oregon.
They come out 5 wide.
You know Julius Thomas plays. And Marshawn Lynch.
And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get
sometimes, like, I saw on the COD game, they had him streaming.
On 3rd down,
Des Bryant was on it before.
Dan Scuda in there to drop him for a loss of 10.
Des Bryant played with Optic, and he went like 4 and 30.
And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there.
He's like, damn man, I'm gonna smack their mother.
They're indeed going. It's Mariota. Looking and finding Allen Hurns.
I felt the lag. I felt your lag switching.
It'll be a turnover on downs. The Lions offense,
I felt the lag.
back onto the field. A good
I felt it.
for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they
Your
can do it
lag
again.
switching.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it?
I used to do that in COD, I ain't gonna lie.
Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive
now it's a
sideline?
tough one because he's prepped all week
Fuck
as well,
Sony.
and he can't get a beat.
And product shit, I'm a Microsoft fanboy.
This guy's just to make a big play and disrupt things.
2nd down following the run.
What count?
That was a good strong run there. And while it won't pick
Why?
up the first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense.
Wasn't that the count that was hacked?
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jake Ryan in there to drop stop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And they're going to speed things up here. From midfield, here's Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And 4th down coming up.
Does it say a reason?
Try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offense guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense.
Yeah, I'm running
so
that.
That means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head
toward halftime. Nah, my buddy Matt, your mom's easy, he had it happen.
One tight end.
Mariota
to throw it. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted.
He called him up and Sony said he had to pay something. Right, because a credit card was used to buy something, and he fought it. He fought the claim. Fought it in court.
And I think in this situation,
he said, he had his account like that, but it wasn't hacked. He had to fight a claim because they used his credit card without his permission or something. And he told Sony he didn't want to pay for it. Yeah, they had to go through like a court or whatnot, like court claim to get it.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3.
Yeah. So,
and a short kick, taking it about the 16.
Sony's kind of fucking.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The
Lions
offense now with a football.
Sony's kind of cheeky, man.
Number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because
I was listening to him on the phone with him. Because he was going to pay so he could get his account back.
Change things up a little.
Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist.
He was going to pay so he could play, and the lady was like, he's like, I'll give you guys my credit card and shit. And she's like, well, see, here's the thing. We can't take a credit card over the phone. We can't do that. He's like, well, why not? He's like, you're going to have to go to the store and get a voucher code. He's like, honey, I gotta fucking go out, sit on the phone for another motherfucking hour, just to pay this shit. Like, have you ever, their fucking wait time is long.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays. Makes me glad I didn't make it.
No. When he was going through hard times when he got his divorce, he had his credit card on there and they took something out without his permission. And they banned it. Yeah, probably, or something like that. So, he had to go to a bank or whatever not and freeze it. And so banned him. They said the only way you ever get him banned is if he was to pay the $50. And he paid it. And he got unbanned. The lady was like, I understand how you feel. I'm a gamer too. I love games. He's like, bitch, you don't give a damn. You didn't make me money. You don't care how I feel.
This will be taken very short.
Oh, he said that. He said, well, I'm going to switch to that spot. He's like, don't do that, you know.
They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were
They're
going to
assholes,
get that
man.
done.
Sony is...
Comes into play a lot of the time.
To me, they just don't care about their
First half,
customers.
you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Oh, it's a screen pass.
Yeah, unless he did something like... Did you ever go to your trophies and look at some of the games? Like, see if maybe he downloaded something? I don't know, maybe he went on a game and he got banned and did something stupid. Did you have any games fall through that account?
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here, he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense.
What games were they?
A back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
To throw is Breeze. And unable to connect.
Yeah, well, see, that's the same thing with him. He had Black Ops 3. And he told him, he's like, is there a way I can get that on this? They're like, no, you gotta rebuy it. He's like, well, that's fucked up. I already bought it.
But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So if
yeah.
Still puts the other team ahead.
I'm gonna get me a external hard drive. I just seen how they work. I looked at YouTube.
And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that one. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
Yeah, I mean, you get banned from games, but not banned from playing.
He buries him for a loss of 10.
Like if you want to see a skill and produce, yeah.
It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left. And he's going to go
Sheldon Warner got banned.
The officials look at each other.
Sheldon Warner.
At the 1-yard line.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line. And after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
I think we were team Sheldon and we were it. Oh yeah, we went on one of the battlefields. We were gonna to the Falcons. And we kept blowing them up. Our teammate. Kept blowing our teammates up.
This was a close game.
The only thing I had pushed to like a band was on Grand Theft Auto, and I got feeling bad for sloppy.
Could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Breeze is going to throw, and he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they
fail to keep them within a 7 point.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Yeah.
Dallas gets set to take
well, see, same thing. He could go on the account, but he couldn't sign in. No.
They go play action here on 1st down. Caught by Snead
Just the
over the
PS4.
middle. And he's brought down after a good game.
Yeah.
20 yards on the pickup there.
When this dude was on the phone, he was like, let me speak to your boss. And he was like, let me speak to your boss. He spoke to a lot of people. And then one lady was like, well, my boss is in the meeting. He's like, I want to talk to your boss.
I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because
right, it was U.S. They were
bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
He finds Hearns left side. Yeah. And he's going to get this down to the 35.
Well, Sony's really a Japanese brand, right?
Just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front?
Creating that time.
Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen. And it turned into a really nice play.
He was looking to get it to Allen Hearns that time. And now it's 2nd down.
It appears that the pressure is
I don't know, man. I like art.
Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of
I've been wanting a game
but
to do that.
Because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
Like, what do you mean by that?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Oh, and the defender took some liberties here with a late hit, roughing the passer.
The league has done a great job of defining what is a late hit and illegal contact on a quarterback. The defenders
But you know, a lot of games do that nowadays. Like, no, but there's so many betas. You know, 7 Days to Die ain't even a complete game, man. No. Like, some of these games I've seen working on for years and years.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter.
Yeah. The only problems I have with work, really, like, everything wants to fucking kill you. You spawn in. They spawn you in the most stupid fucking areas. I'll spawn right next to a fucking T-Rex. I believe the very first time me and Raptor played it together, finding each other was a bitch. That's the hard part. It is. I mean, when you get...
He's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 27 yards that time. And it'll be first down, Lions.
I know one game that I'm looking forward to is Red Dead 2.
And we're back now in Mission Valley and San Diego.
I like Rockstar.
Start the fourth.
I think Red Dead 2 will be pretty good. I played the very, very first ever Red Dead back on the PlayStation 2.
On first down, Breeze. Pass
Man, I missed the PlayStation 2 days. I actually had a lot of fun because it was like, yeah, we were out hackers, people being dicks. I don't know.
Breeze again here on second.
Do they still make PS3 games or they stop making those?
Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might bring big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
I knew his mom had dropped him for a reason.
Benjamin with it over the middle. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
He's an asshole. I hope he gets CTE.
Breeze going to go on fourth down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Call it a pickup of 7.
That's some bullshit. I want to fumble with Brady.
And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we
I don't even know
how
to. I want to know how to slide.
Here's Breeze. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to be a loss of 15
He throws his hands up like.
And it'll make this a second and long.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
On second down, here's Breeze. Over the middle, it's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
I mean, to be honest, that's what I was hoping fucking Grand Theft Auto was going to be like. Seeing kind of like art. At least when I had animals, so I could control motherfuckers.
Time for a break, and he dropped it. Now
Red Dead, I used to get a whole group of bears and go and take them after people.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense.
Why?
It's just their
You gotta
first.
have
They've got
faith.
2 more to use here in the final stages.
I can't wait till Dale Jr. hits the wall. Hopefully no Dale Jr. fans
Now
will
look at
be
this,
straight.
4th and 12, and they're
I
going to
might
line up to
die.
go for it. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught.
Would you been mad if he would have ran back?
And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership, a big-time run, combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his...
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
David Shuey, where you said that.
Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Now Breeze. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Benjamin Watson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's no good.
There you go.
Be a critical miss here in a 1-score game.
Strong, thank you.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take.
Well, that's why I wish they go back
to
to
this. Here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they worked on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Oh, God.
Opportunity now. Here's the execution. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. He'll look to throw. And caught right side, Green. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And a dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. He's back to throw.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. But not any run after it. Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. Every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
They'll look to throw.
God damn.
Throws as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. And Detroit getting set to go now. They have the lead. Still a 1-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football.
I'm raging.
Just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way.
I'm a bit.
You know they're over on the sideline.
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level play.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the front, that should just about seal it. And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet? Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door, and maybe get back to base and feel a little...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is in zone.
That's them Packers for you, man.
So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
How do you feel about your team?
They need it, so they'll celebrate, but the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. So they were right on target there with a fade to get the 2.
It seems like a low percentage play, doesn't it? Because you're throwing it into a tough spot, and there's not much room to come down. But when you have a really receiver and a quarterback with touch, it's hard to defend.
I would have loved it. I would have tapped. I would have finger tapped my buttonhole.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Okay, this is a bitch.
20. A gain of 32 that time.
You should throw an interception.
The guy carrying the ball broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
And now a first down.
You got to get off after this. I got all night, motherfucker. I didn't know how long.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Hit timeout in just 1 second. Don't be a bitch.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their sidelines, we take a break. On second down, Peterson. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one's going to get Battlefield. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams.
How much did you buy Battlefield for?
And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11
that's 48,
with 3 or 4 home runs.
That's $48. That makes me away, right? No, you won't. I'll come there and take it from you. Oh God, fucking take this shit. That makes my dick hard. Who signed a Bouye? Oh. Yeah. Why isn't there no teams from West Virginia? Well, we got Jay Cutler.
It's so
I don't know, he's gay enough, ain't he?
In these first few rounds, you'd hate to have to readdress these same positions later on. Boy, you talk about a friendly turn of the cards. This is a great round for these
notice
guys
how
as they get themselves a dynamic.
Do you like how they did the QB thing? Oh, it's only basically one QB. Round. There's only one QB round.
And a huge upgrade over what they had before.
Don't you notice? You're gonna get one QB. Uh-huh.
Some tough choices coming up right about now. Do you go after the best available player, or do you go after a position of need?
I read that.
Tough call here. Do you try and get tougher up front, or get yourself a player in what we call a skill position? Instant impact right there. That's a big leap forward from what they had on the roster to begin with. one Steeler's been selected already, and it probably wouldn't be a surprise to see a second go here. So with a handful of starters already nailed down, you have to ask yourself, do you dare go for depth, or do you just try to cover as many areas of the field as possible? Still a few holes on this roster, and not a lot of time left to do anything about it. Always a tough decision, offense or defense. It's all about finding the right balance when you're putting a team together. Options here on both sides of the football. It's pretty much of a coin flip if you ask me. This is a pretty telling pick here. Do you go for a big bruiser up front, or get yourself someone who could be a difference maker at a skill position? We've seen one Jet player be taken already. Could a second be right behind? Boy, you talk about a talented player. This guy's one of the best around.
Oh my god, I got an 88 overall draft. It was between the guy who had that cancer, that piece of shit Eric Berry, or Chancellor. Yeah. Because he's a piece of shit. He faked it. Are you getting off? No. He's done playing? I don't know. I only play that if Michael's on. Your cousin. It's up to you. I have to beat you with this. Yeah. I'm gonna miss seeing Rex Ryan this year. Wait, is he really?
Oh, how about this for a tough decision early on?
Really?
Which direction they go
God,
here
he's the most.
say a lot about what this team wants. Two words here: difference maker.
Fuck
That's
yeah.
what that pick right there is.
Sperman and Berman.
One thing this team's going to need is some leaders, and they've got one right here.
Fuck no, you made my day. You made me the happiest little boy in the world. Rexy.
Still a long
You're gonna admit Rex Ryan is a sexy man,
a few key
right?
positions here in the first few picks. It's a great luxury to have. These middle rounds are where decisions can really impact your team.
So where's his brother? Oh, I got Larry Warford.
You're going to see him again. We've seen one Detroit Lion be selected so far.
And Dick Fairley.
Yeah, maybe not the pick that's going to change this team's fortune, but he is an improvement over what they had.
I don't know, man. I really don't know.
And I think that comes to the surprise of nobody. You had to figure they leaned that way if a player from that team became available. Yeah, no surprise here. Anytime you can get your hands on a player of his caliber, I think you pretty well have to pull the trigger.
Tavon Wilson. Yeah.
Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight.
Wait, so you got Laken Thomas and Larry Warford. They're both right guards?
That becomes available.
Oh.
Oh, and that's a key upgrade right there. He's versatile, athletic, and a big upgrade over what they had.
Fuck yeah.
And these guys are going to get themselves a great player here, whether it's
Just
A,
let him
B,
go.
or C.
Is that an upgrade over him?
It's the age-old question on draft day. What's the bigger need, offense or defense? What to do here? Build up the interior of your line or get that skilled player to add another weapon? Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches or someone who can really help you out at a playmaker type spot? Oh, I tell you, you're not going to get too far in this competition.
If you want to play, send me an invite.
Or two. And this guy right here certainly fits that billing.
Yeah.
Put away your inhibitions. Let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get hit from a little. I know you're terrified by what the future lies, but there's no compromising. It's my way or the highway. We all just.
Oh, a tough decision on their hands now. Boy, the skills just leap out at you with this guy. He will be a very important part of this ball club. And this is a big piece of the puzzle right here. Maybe a no-brainer, but a great pick regardless. We've already had a New York Giant be selected in this draft. Now here's a chance for a teammate to join him. In these middle rounds, you have to start asking yourself, do you settle for what's available? Oh, no question that this guy's going to create out as a huge impact over what was there before. Yeah, I think they got the best player there, and they got a guy that fills a big need, so that's an excellent choice. Well, not too tough to see into the thought process of that pick.
Pleasures, mine just tend to catch me cases. Handcuffs, police inspections, lawyers, judges, allegations. Turn on your favorite station, you hear the same old song.
Definitely some options with this pick. Do you take a skill player here, or get yourself some help up front? Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. A bit of a dilemma with this threesome. Which side of the ball do you turn your focus to here? And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either. No surprise to see a few Denver Broncos in this draft. Here's a chance for the second one to come off the board. Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches or someone who can really help you out at the playmaking type spot? And now's where you need to make these last picks count. Time to fill any holes you can before it's too late.
Ed. This is bullshit. 4 or 5. This will not happen again. I promise. Eduardo. Hey, Eduardo, are you there? Eduardo. Eduardo, I don't give a fuck. You don't dare raise your voice to me, boy. Fuck. Fuck David Dewey. Fuck David Dewey. My defense is gonna suck dick. You're probably gonna tear my defenses. I mean, I got Rexy. Oh, my team's set. It made me so happy now that I'll get to see Rex Ryan every week. I'll get to hear him talk. Did Tim Tebow do something good today? You mentioned Tim Tebow. Your buddy. You know he plays for the Mets. If he changed the Mets, not the Jets, the Mets, the New York Mets, which is pretty close to the New York Jets. What the fuck did you say to me, white boy, bitch? I'll cut your fucking throat in 8 different slices. You better recognize, little boy. This will probably be my last one. Because I'm gonna win. I promise. I'm already guaranteeing a win. To the boys in the chat, give it a big thumbs up. Some donations. I had one stupid motherfucker on my art stream. He was like, "Hey, can I have your account so I can game share?" Who the fuck's gonna let a random motherfucker they never met do that? He's dumb. It's called good job, you bum bum bum. Who? Yeah. I could have got your boy Slay, but I don't think Slay's good enough. Fuck. Move on to free safety. Okay, I don't give a fuck. See, that's what I hate. I think that's why they stopped. They only made one QB round, because there's a lot of times, man, in the draft where I'd get 2 QB rounds. The old draft. I'll host. You better be done. You better be done right now. If you do not get done, I swear on David Shuey's grave, I will steal all of his Mountain Dew. You know what it is tomorrow. 26 more days till draft day. That's what I am. You got any good corners? Okay, well, he's gonna get killed. Oh, I queefed. I queefed. Stupid D'Angelo Williams. I'm so glad his mother. You know, his mother got that hoax that his mother got cancer. Justin should watch a live stream. You know, you get unlimited redrafts, I think, now. Because when I was just wait a minute, I did like 3 drafts. Yeah. Oh, we're getting down. The host, yeah. Yeah, send me your Obama internet. I don't know. Yeah. Trump didn't want you hopping over the wall. Trump, Donald J. Trump. Uh-huh. Did Mr. David Shuey vote for Trump? What a fucking faggot. Who? Yeah, well, she's weak.
Along with Charles Davis here in the
I like
booth, we
my
are
team.
set for a spectacular draft champions matchup and some spectacular talent on your screen right now. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get down to the field for kickoff.
What the fuck am I always getting the first kick?
And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in draft
Yeah,
champions.
even when I was the home team.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back
Man,
to
that
just
should have
about
been
the
a
25.
helmet.
Call it the 24-yard line. Now a carry for the veteran. This is D'Angelo Williams.
DeAndre.
And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Deshaun Thomas.
Brady to throw on 2nd down.
The Thomas guy on Denver.
And it's incomplete. They were trying to go to Marshall that time.
Yeah.
3rd down.
I was going to get to
Some trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one fell.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Eric Kendricks in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to 4th down.
Dr. Pepper burps.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
I'll do that.
They do go for it. It's Brady, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football.
The other day,
and a turnover on downs.
I got every Mountain Dew I could get. Orange, red, regular.
What were they doing?
I just have to believe
blue.
that he looked at
Yeah.
the situation.
The white kind.
Decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one. And look, I don't go for as much as anyone, but
all taste the same.
yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that.
Why would you accept it? Why not decline it? You would have been closer. Fuck you. That's
One receiver to
bullshit.
the left is Cooper.
Uh-huh.
From the gun, Rivers. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Oh.
Martellus Bennett, a 5-yard touchdown.
Oh, that ain't my boy.
And
That's
the
the
Lions
race.
are going to take a first quarter lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time, a lot of
boy.
people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails.
That's why I didn't want to go back to New England. He didn't want to be
exactly what he
Tom
just
Brady
did.
because they think Brady's racist.
This fielded a few
And I
yards
got
into the
Randall
end zone.
Cobb.
Well, conventional football.
So Cobb, Demarius, Thomas,
If you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return,
Marshall,
that's a
and
disappointment.
OBJ.
But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. It's a first down. They go play action here on first down. He sets to fire deep. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards. Brady now on first down. Going for it all. 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the
I
end
got
zone,
two of them. Who you cover? I got Marshall, I got OBJ,
back towards the receiver and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did.
and I got the guy who's
This is
that piece of shit. I'm glad he's on Jack.
Time to give them credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
You're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on
I
that one because they
clap.
tried to fool it, right? Tried to trickle, ran a screen, and they went to and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
What's that?
30 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And there they got him.
There.
Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
That looked like Eric
Probably said that
Kendricks
to his
too.
quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the
Oh,
play call. Just
what
get it to me.
overall is
I'll
he?
take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
How many yards are we going to get OBJ?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
I wonder why they haven't made a Calvin Johnson butt card yet. So they gotta like get permission from the players.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I don't know. Why don't they have an Aaron Hernandez card?
It's second down.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes. Because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive line.
Oh, what the fuck?
Sets up in
So my guy
fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do. And if he ends up with the football, okay,
Amari
now you got to
Cooper.
check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude him? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. So all this
That's
keys
Adrian
on the play in front
Peterson
of him,
again.
clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play. That run is when defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop his shoulder and run through contact.
It's amazing at keeping those strong legs going.
OBJ.
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
Yeah, I think the blitz there really disrupted the draw.
Yeah, and it's usually when you catch him in a blitz, the draw works pretty well. If you're the offensive coordinator right now, that's visor throwing time, isn't it? Because that's supposed to work in a big way.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Here with
Chico,
Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin as the Lions
so
are in
y'all can
possession
get
of the football
Peterson.
here
This
to
could be a
begin quarter number
realistic
2.
block.
They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Would you take him for $8 million a year? I know, guy
to the
who would.
left is Cooper.
Old Jerry Jones. The old Jerry Jones.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes
Yeah.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Well, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 45 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Brady flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Yeah.
Tom Brady with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Cowboys have taken the
That
lead.
day I got 5 rushing touchdowns with Breeze on here.
Surprise there that he took off and got in.
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. Takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
The kickoff
You remember the team play on the old Maddens, right?
Dante Moncrief now here on the return. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
I think that would be
so
fun.
here come the Lions now. And last time out, went for it on
The
4th
team
down,
play.
turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it
Again,
6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up.
Yeah, you control the kicker.
Also showed confidence in the they didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Rivers now, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Ain't it?
And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to run now. Adrian Peterson off to the races.
Oh, shit.
Touchdown, Detroit. Adrian Peterson, 60 yards.
Did you throw up there?
And the Lions are an extra point away from tying
Did you
this
run
thing
off?
up.
Like,
And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that,
I will with OBJ.
lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
I did. After I catch the ball, I run the ball.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the
What the
field.
fuck are you guys doing? Teabagging him? I wish OBJ was on my team.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams.
Come on.
Get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards on the pickup. And the Cowboys are going to get a 1st down.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the small...
He's one-on-one. You know, there's ways you can, like, make it double
defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep them.
Not when you make them overpowered.
Find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
96, along with that Brandon Marshall.
Brady to throw on second down. He's going to float this one deep right side.
God
looking for
damn.
Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed.
Yeah.
And his guys will take over.
I would have took him back home.
44-yard line.
He's overpowered. I'd never get a fucking buzz.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
It's going like
let's give credit all around.
I can always stop your
The
run.
guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher.
He must have a good O-line.
They go play action. Rivers completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to
They held me.
his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height,
They held my
he
nipple
can stay
and
in
nipple
there.
clamp.
He's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has a slide.
God damn it.
Touchdown, Detroit. Martellus Bennett, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions have broken our ties.
I guess
They
him and
take
Michael
the
Bennett
lead.
get
And it's up and good.
him and Michael Bennett will see each other this year. Him and Michael Bennett,
Kickoff unit as they run up and send this
they're
one
gonna play
away.
each other this year.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision, 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right?
The fucking lag.
It's intercepted. Picked off. William Gay. And they take over. They'll set up shop.
Well, I felt it that time. I felt the lag.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. 6 yards to go here on second down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Caught on the right side by Jones. Only 3 yards on the catch.
Come on, Phillip Rivers usually throws his
We're going to get a
sometimes.
timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They go play action here on first down.
Oh, yeah.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. to throw. Rivers. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He's got time. And it is
What the fuck was that?
So we have reached
I didn't even
halftime with a
touch
touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley
I
has
think
our
your
EA Sports
lineman hit
halftime
him.
report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Who is my kicker sucks. That was a full power kick and it barely.
Quarter number 3. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
Oh
Adrian Peterson, he's at the 30.
This guy's so in the tower. Oh shit. Oh my god. You got an overpowered player, I ain't got none. How is this bad?
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they?
This is what fuck boys do.
Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line
I'm gonna cut my wrist.
It's contributing to their lead.
They can call me David.
To do so.
This field
David Dewey.
into the end zone.
Oh.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see.
And Brady going to be intercepted.
That didn't work.
Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they have the football and will take over at
Oh,
the
also got
24-yard
OBJ.
line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They run again with Peterson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Oh my god, 200 yards.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness.
Now, I see how good he is, I might have to start taking him.
We just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And that is incomplete.
In this draft, I only got 4 defensive guys.
Well, that was pretty nice to
I don't
watch
think I
if you
got
look at
anyone to play
defense's
this.
perspective, because they understood
On
what
the
the first down
line.
line was as much as the offensive guys did. Did not give up any more ground, and when the ball was thrown, reacted really well and swatted it away. One of the advantages of zone defense.
A 50-50 ball here, it's intercepted. It's the safety, Kirk Coleman, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And last time, 1 play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback a little confidence in him, and let him feel the
Brandon Marshall.
Both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Williams loses the football. And they get the football and set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
This is bullshit.
They get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on the flat.
No one can tackle.
Example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position. Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys in the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes
some shitty dude.
situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Another toad for the workhorse here this afternoon. Peterson.
No one's fucking tackle.
Adrian Peterson. 41 yards. And the Lions add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, Doug, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball.
There we go. Finally.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
That's the only thing I got.
Cowboys get a
I'm
bit
down
closer.
too much now.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much
that
particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Down inside the 40 to about the 38. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Second and just 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And just like that, it's third down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see
I hit the fucking hole.
Peterson off to the races. Touchdown, Detroit. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
Yeah. That's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It's fairly
wide receivers with Brady, and I would just kill it.
If it's that easy
Nope.
here. Second down following the incompletion.
I got 2 of them.
Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Receivers.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for
I might have 5. I think I might have drafted a gold guy. Eli Rogers.
In film session, but coach,
That could have been 5 positions somewhere else. Oh my god.
They love to go deep downfield to hit those such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time
Oh, well.
we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Now Brady. And it's brought in by Pena. 15 yards through the air on the first down.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. But guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they were able to react and knock the ball away. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trent Murphy coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on 4th down.
I don't know how. I ain't got really. No defenders.
Now Rivers on 4th down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's the safety, Kirk Coleman. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. So after the INT, it's Brady. He's going to try and go deep again. Time for a break. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. On play action, it's Brady. Finding time. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration, the focus necessary, and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. Brady going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Brady got to have this one. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by David Anderson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So out now come the Lions. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And this is caught at the 8. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is?